Hey Web World, Scotty D, thanks for stopping by. You're probably wondering right now why I'm starting out this video with you staring at a piece of wood. And I can answer that very simply by saying that this is the door to my office and studio. It's a brand new year, which means a new set of videos this year and time for my annual office studio tour. I do this video each and every single year. I've done it for, I believe, the past 3 years, and I'll put a link in the video description below to the previous office studio tour so you can kind of go back and relive all of the memories and the evolutions of the office studio as time progressed up into now, 2015. Now, this door is going to swing open here in a second. We're going to take a look around, and you're going to see what I do, why I do it, how I do it, and what I'm surrounded by that gets me inspired, jazzed up, excited to be the very best that I could be each and every single day. Because that's, in my opinion, the way your office and studio should be. You should be surrounded by things that you get excited about, things that inspire you, things that get you jazzed up to be the best that you can be. And that's what I've got in my office and studio. So let's swing the door open and take the tour. Now I'm showing this right here first because I want you to listen. Don't pay attention to that little chip in the wood right there, or that little, I don't know what the heck that is. I think it's glue or paint or something from the previous owners of this place. But I want you to listen. Do you see that too? See how the door rubs against the carpet? This is a solid wood door, and the door rubs on the carpet for a very specific reason. In last year's video, I forgot to showcase this, even though I just moved into this area during last year's video. I forgot to talk about this particular area, which I get a lot of questions about each and every single year, about sound treatment, soundproofing, sound isolation, and a lot of people misuse soundproofing. More often than not, you're never going to be able to soundproof your office and studio. You can sound treat, but you will probably not be able to afford sound proofing. In fact, there's only a few locations around the world that are truly a sound proofed recording environment or testing environment. But in your office or studio, the best you could do is sound treat to your best ability. And right here is an area that a lot of people forget about. In a normal door configuration, there's typically about a 1/16 of an inch to a 1/4 of an inch gap between the bottom of the door and the carpet, so that the carpet and the door don't rub against each other and make that rubbing noise and kind of brush the carpet every time you open up the door. The reason why I've left my carpet snug up against the door, or the door snug up against the carpet, depending on how you want to see the glass half empty or glass half full, is it creates a sound seal right here, or like a sound baffle, if you will, so that noise doesn't seep its way under the door and inject itself as an artifact into my recording, as well as when I'm doing a recording here in my office and studio, the sound doesn't leak out of the room and kind of interrupt and intrude on people on the other side of the door. So that's kind of just one of the ways that I've helped to sound treat my studio. Last year I also talked about the internal walls, which is right here and over there. Go back and click on the link in the video description below to last year's video and see all of the details that I talk about the internal walls. This right here is the world-famous digital camouflage tape that I talked about last year. It's kind of the comical conversation when people come in here into the office and say, Scotty, why is there a strip of camouflage tape on your wall? And I go into the story about me sucking at hanging sheetrock. I can hang sheetrock fine. I can cover up the sheetrock screw holes real well, and when I paint, you don't see those. But for some reason, I cannot for the life of me do a mud and tape job on sheetrock and make it look good. Now underneath here is a mud and taped joint on this between these two pieces of sheetrock, but it just doesn't look good. You know, because this is a semi-gloss paint on this wall, And you can see, if this tape wasn't here, kind of camouflaging the seal, the tape line and mud line of the sheetrock. You could actually see it without this tape. And I just, it stuck out like a sore thumb. I tried multiple times to get it to blend in good and feather it, and it just didn't look right. So hence the digital camouflage tape, which goes hand in hand with that little mural right there. Well, not little, it's actually kind of big, because here's the size of my hand, and you can see as I pan back, it's quite big. This is a Minecraft mural that I painted for my son a couple of years ago. Big into Minecraft is he, and he and I love playing Minecraft together, although I suck at Minecraft, which is a series of videos here on my channel that I'm going to continue on this calendar year. But I enjoy playing it. He enjoys playing it with me. He jokes at me, and I laugh at myself about how bad I suck at Minecraft. So if you want to go see those videos, check them out in the playlist here on my channel. You can see all of the brush strokes here on the mural that I painted. It took about a week to actually draw this out with pencil and then paint it together. Each one of these colors was hand mixed and blended by myself, so these aren't like colors you can go out and buy. I started out with the primary colors and mixed them down to be what they are, like the shades of pink on the pig, to the shades of gray on the dog, the duck over here. In fact, the shades of yellow and brown on the duck itself, you can see. All done by myself. I'm very proud about this mural, and I show it off every time somebody comes here into the office and studio, because it typically starts with, why do you have tape on your wall? To, wow, that's a cool picture. And it kind of goes together, you know, the greens and the browns on the camouflage tape to the, and also this is the digital one, so it's blocked. So it kind of goes with the blocked theme of Minecraft. So a very cool mural right there. Down over here on the floor, hidden underneath my very favorite fleece blanket here that my wife made for me this past Christmas. This is a double layer no-sew fleece that she makes a lot, and this is one that she made for me. It's Darth Vader, it's Star Wars. I love Star Wars. If you've paid attention to my channel for more than 5 minutes, you know I'm a huge Star Wars geek and fan. I've been since the very, very, very beginning, way back in the 70s, and this is just a great thing to have here in the office. Just in case it gets a little bit chilly, I can throw it over myself and keep myself nice and cozy while I'm working. Yes, I do have heaters and air conditioning here in the studio, but sometimes you need that extra layer, and that gives me that. In this tote here is a bunch of stuff that I've thrown in there to remind myself that I need to go through that tote and either throw things away or organize it and get it out of the office, and that's kind of my way to keep myself organized with the chaos in the box. So over here in the corner is a light brown, I'll call it, I don't know what color would be. But this is an old entertainment studio rack, which people use in their AV systems. And I've removed the rails and the shelves, and I just use it for a printer stand and just an area to store things here in my office. Yes, that is a thermometer. Yes, that is a butterfly, and that is, I believe, lavender, one of my favorite scents. Don't make fun of me. I want to keep close attention on the temperature because I don't like it getting too hot or too cold. I like 70 to 75, and you can see I'm right around that temperature right now here in the studio, and that allows me to keep an eye on the heat of the studio so it doesn't get too hot, because I do have some very prized collectibles here in the studio that not only is temperature a factor, but humidity is a factor as well. And I do have humidity monitoring here in the studio. Right here is the Workforce 545 Epson wireless printer. And I can't stress enough on the wireless. The only wire that's going into this thing is the power wire. Other than that, it's a completely wireless printer, and I love it. I'm a big fan of wireless anything. If it's got cables, I will look for a wireless alternative versus buying a cabled device. Underneath the printer is a storage area of sorts. That area right there is chaotic right now. I'm not even going to open it up because it scares me. But inside of there is a bunch of things that need to go into the tote and then go to wherever it might go. In this area, a couple of ancillary things. I've got a lavalier mic right here when I'm doing some videos that need a lav mic. That's my Shure lav mic right there. Some printer paper, some charging cables right here. This stuff is right here is really cool to have around your studio. It's JB Weld's Steel Stick. This is a composite, two-part composite material, and you can mix it together and pretty much JB Weld anything you can think of. I've actually JB Welded metal hinges before when I need a quick fix to keep it all together. So this is just kind of one of these things that I keep around the office just in case. Over here, my Linux Mint 17 DVD. I recently, over the past year, started dabbling with a third alternative compute resource, and Linux Mint 17 is a phenomenal user-friendly, and I say that with some reservations because user-friendly is relative to the user, but certainly if you want to see a video on Linux Mint 17, drop a comment below, let me know. I'll do a full video on my Linux Mint 17 computer. I've got it built in a virtual box on my MacBook Pro. I've also got it installed on bare metal on an old HP laptop. It's a phenomenal operating system to revive aging hardware and also give you that alternative to either Windows or Mac. So I'm not partial to any one of them. I do have my primary compute resource, which is a MacBook Pro, but I also use Windows 7 on a daily basis, and I also enjoy using Linux Mint 17. Inside of this UPS box right here is some materials that you would not have seen here in my studio last year. These are comic book archiving materials because over the past year I revived my love and enjoyment for comic books. I used to collect comic books a long time ago when I was a little kid. I stopped after just a few years and was out of it for many, many, many years. But over the past year, 2014, I got back into collecting comic books, specifically and only Star Wars comic books. I know, shocker, right? But these are comic case enclosures, and they are ways for you to display and protect your comics in a very fashionable manner, and that right there is a frame. I did a whole video on these. You could find that in my comic book pull haul videos that I do monthly here on my channel, and I'm going to be relaunching them this year, starting this month with a couple of important videos and some other showcase videos on comic books. So if you are a comic book fan or even a Star Wars comic book fan, pay close attention to that series here on my channel. My Star Wars 3D puzzles. There are 6 puzzles in here. I got these for my birthday this past year. I haven't had a chance to put these together yet for the very reason that I don't have any wall space left in my office. I've got to find some wall space where I can put these together, secure them, glue them. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but so that I can hang them on a wall and enjoy them. And so until then, they remain here in the box. Some ancillary things in this box. I don't even know what's in there. That's a case to my JVC digital camcorder. Over here is kind of what I call my charging station. I did a video on this stand here last year. Go back and check out that video link in my channel. But this is where I charge my iPad 2, my iPhone 5S. I'm actually recording this video with an iPhone 6 Plus, so hopefully you'll get a chance to see the quality of the camera as well as hopefully the image stabilization is going to be at least decent, I'm hoping. I don't spend too much time here on the iPad 2 anymore unless I'm on the road traveling. Other than that, it pretty much stays here charged up at all times. The iPhone 5S I use for some business communications, and this has my R2-D2 iPhone case. R2-D2, one of my very favorite characters on the Star Wars universe, and so I've got the case right there. I forgot to mention over here in the back corner of the printer, that's a bass trap right there. That's sound density foam, which is different than foam you can buy in a foam mattress cover. This is like Arlex, which is very dense sound foam, which is made to either absorb sound or to break up sound patterns, and that's what the ridged edge is. As well as being in the corner, it's operating like a bass trap, because if you know anything about sound and low frequencies of sound, they will find themselves into a corner and amplify themselves. And you don't want that, because you're going to get a frequency in your recordings that is quite annoying to yourself and to sound engineers that might be listening in to your recordings. So get yourself a bass trap if you need one in your studio or office. They're not that expensive, but they serve a great purpose. Over here is a cool piece of artwork that I got over the past year. Listen, that's metal. And that is a replica of the first Star Wars comic ever released from Marvel Comics back in 1977. That is Star Wars #1. Now, I actually have the Star Wars #1 comic that I got over the past year as I revived my love for comic books and collecting and curating comic books. But I didn't want to hang my Star Wars #1 on the wall, because if you know anything about comics, UV light, oxygen, things like that are bad for comics. They kind of break down comics over a quick period of time if you don't have them framed in the right material. So this allows me to enjoy Star Wars #1 without affecting my actual comic itself. And what I like about this thing is it's embossed. You can see right along Luke Skywalker's arm, you can see kind of that ridge right there. This is an embossed piece of metal. It's really, really, really nice. Now, what I'm about to show you here is two pieces of artwork here on my wall that I'm calling my celebrity wall for Star Wars. I'm only going to show myself in these pictures because my family wishes not to be shown on camera, so I'm going to respect their wishes, and I'm only going to show me in the pictures. So right over here, as I swing in very carefully, this is me, and do you recognize him right there? Yeah, that's Peter Mayhew, Mr. Chewbacca himself. I got a chance to meet Peter Mayhew over the past year, and was a really phenomenally super nice, generous guy. Just a very soft-spoken guy for as big as he is. He's over 7 feet tall, so you can already tell that he's sitting down. Yes, I'm not 7 feet tall by any means. Peter Mayhew is actually sitting on a stool right there, and he's still taller than me. Just a really, really nice guy, and I got a chance to meet him at a local event here in Pittsburgh where I live. And just a great guy right there. And one of the other celebrities that I got to meet this past year is another Star Wars phenomenon. And you can see him right there with me. Do you recognize him? Yeah, that's Billy D. Williams, Mr. Lando Calrissian. Yeah, pretty damn cool if I gotta say so myself. And I've learned very quickly that Hollywood doesn't hire short people to play main roles. So I don't think that I would ever make it in Hollywood as a main role, because I'm short compared to these people. That's Billy D. Williams. He's actually standing up, and just a really super soft-spoken guy. For being as suave and debonair that Billy D. Williams is, from his Colt 45 days to the Star Wars arena back in the 70s and 80s, and now he's making a revived role on Rebels, which is one of my favorite Star Wars cartoons on TV today. And so just a really nice guy that I got a chance to meet. My entire family got to meet both of these celebrities. They are in this picture with me, but again, I'm choosing to make sure that they don't get shown on camera just by the request of them not to be shown. So there, you got it right there. This over here I got for my birthday in 2014. And this is in the place where there was another picture hanging last year. If you remember, there was a Beatles picture hanging here last year. It was a wooden picture with some wooden inserts of all of the Beatles albums, and I've moved that to a different area of the office, and I've moved this to this wall, which I'm deeming as my Star Wars wall. This all of my celebrity pictures that I just shown, as well as the comic book artwork. This is my Star Wars wall. So there will be eventually more pictures up there, and probably along this wall right here. But this is a wooden framed and constructed picture frame that sits off the wall by about 1.5 to 2 inches. And you can see that it's got a laminated piece of artwork here on the front. Just a really cool nostalgia, old style Star Wars artwork right there. Over here in the corner, starting with this is more sound foam. The same foam that's over in the corner over here that we've got over here. Hopefully you didn't get too dizzy right there. But over here is a couple of access badges that I had from a local comic book convention right here in the Pittsburgh area that I started going to over 2014, and it's fast became my favorite comic book convention. It's not just comic books. There's toys there, there's games there, there's cosplay there, there's panel interviews. Just a great convention here in the Pittsburgh area. If you are in or near Pittsburgh, you've got to check out Steel City Con. They are not a sponsor of this video, but a phenomenal event, very family friendly. So if you want to grab your family and go out to an event that's friendly to the entire age group, from young kids all the way up to grandma, this is the one you can go to. So this is the one I went back in April. I got a 3-day pass for that one. And this one was, I believe, August, and this one was back in December of 2014. So they have it a couple times a year, and just a phenomenal event to go to. Right over here to the left is my first ever kind of advertisement that I went to for Free Comic Book Day 2014. Just shortly after I started collecting comic books, again during 2014, after being out for many years, I found out about this event and I went to it. freecomicbookday.com. Check it out. Again, not a sponsor of this video, but something that you can take your kids to, take yourself to. If you are into comic books, this is an event to go to, because you get free comic books that day. And they range from a variant of topics. You can see some Batman features in here, Power Rangers, SpongeBob, Archie, Guardians of the Galaxy. That was last year. This year, a whole new set of comics is set to be released, and I'm going to be out there for sure. Going over here to the corner of the desk, a couple of eyeglass cases. My Nike eyeglasses and my Versace eyeglasses, or I like to call them Versace. But these are glasses that I wear here in my office and around to help my eyesight, as well as protect my eyes from the compute resources that we'll talk about here in a second. If you want to know the exact models of my glasses, maybe you want to get them for your very own, let me know. These are my Nike glasses right here. And they have specific coatings and lens configurations that, if you want to know what I use, comment below, and I'll put the details in the comment thread below after you ask the question. You can see one of the things is they don't glare very easily. I have a really cool coating on there that I'll talk about if you want to know. These are my Versace glasses right here. That apparently is a Versace logo right there, or something like that. But these ones are specifically designed for use in front of a computer. You can see kind of a blue hue on those. Again, if you want to know the details of the glasses that I have, leave a comment below, and I'll give you the details around that. Some eyeglass cleaning solution. Don't use Windex. Don't use water if you can help it. Use a proper solution for cleaning eyewear, and this is a good solution. You can use the micro fiber cloths that come with your eyeglasses. Never, ever, 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 ever use paper towels on your eyeglasses. It's bad. It scratches them. It's just not good. So this right here is the Logitech HD Webcam Pro C910 Carl Zeiss lenses on that. It's really, really a phenomenal webcam. This is what I shoot all of my videos here at my desk with, and you see those videos here on my channel. The Darth Vader USB hub, which is plugged into the 2011 MacBook Pro. When this fires up, it activates the USB hub. It makes this noise. Yep, there you got it right there. And when you plug something else into the USB hub, when it activates that as well, it does the breathing noise. This little case right here I got at a convention many years ago, and I just kind of use it for when I'm on the road and I need to throw earbuds in it or something. Maybe I'm on an airplane. It's a great way to keep your small devices organized and in a nice hard case. So that's why I have that right there. Just if I need to get on the road and protect maybe some earbuds or whatever, I can quickly throw it into that quicker than I can put it back into the original earbud case. My Darth Vader small light here in the corner serves a double purpose. When I'm recording, I'm right about this level. And that serves to fill the corner up so that that low frequency noise doesn't find its way into the corner. It breaks up here on the lamp shade and gets thrown over here to the sound foam, which is in a crisscross pattern to break up that audio sound as well. This mic that I'm using here in the iPhone 6 Plus, it's the internal mic, so it's not doing this room justice as far as the sound treatment and the reflections that don't really happen in this room. This light bulb in here is an interesting light bulb. This is a Cree LED light bulb. That's C-R-E-E. It's an LED light bulb. It's a 40-watt light bulb, and you can see it throws light very well here in the corner. And I like this light bulb for a couple of reasons. One, the lumens of this light is very warm. It's as close as I've found to an incandescent light bulb. Two, it's not as energy hogging as an incandescent light bulb. I love LED light bulbs. I do not like incandescent light bulbs of any kind. And three, it's cool to the touch. Watch this. Let me see if I can get to where you can see the light bulb. So there's the light bulb. You can see down in there the ridges and stuff. I'm going to touch this light bulb. This light bulb has been on for a while. Now, you can see that I'm touching this light bulb. It is extremely cool to the touch. You could not do this with an incandescent light bulb. If you did, you'd leave your fingerprints and probably some skin on the light bulb itself. But this is a very cool to the touch light bulb with a great hue that's very similar to the lumens to the hue of in the warmth layer of an incandescent light bulb, almost that yellow light, and I like that. It's very calming, and it's very cool to the touch, and very energy efficient. So Cree, you can see that there on the top of the light bulb, C-R-E-E. I hope you can see that. I'll put a link in the video description below where you can get these light bulbs for your very own. So you can see no burning, not even any pain whatsoever. That is a very awesome light bulb. This right here, my 2011 MacBook Pro, I have not upgraded the hardware. The software is running Yosemite at the latest version, excuse me, with no problems whatsoever, and I really enjoy this. I've never upgraded this, never had the desire to upgrade it. I've never had a desire to upgrade it because the new MacBook Pros don't come with a internal optical drive. And I have a need from time to time to both read and write in an optical format. So to a DVD, to a CD, I need to write media to those formats from time to time, and this allows me to have it built in and not have to deal with an external optical drive. So I like this. Still a workhorse. I do plan on upgrading sometime soon, but right now the MacBook Pro is about in mid-range as of this video to its life cycle to the most current MacBook Pro. So we'll have to see what comes of the next MacBook Pro if I do an upgrade. This center monitor is an important monitor here in the office. That's my common monitor. That's what I call it. That's my common monitor. It can be either switched between the MacBook Pro or that computer right there, which is a Windows 7 compute resource. Right now it's sitting on the MacBook Pro. You can see the tick clock screensaver right there. And there is a little box underneath here. And you can see the little blue cable coming in right there. I'll move my hand out of the way so it'll actually focus in. That's a 2-port KVM with USB support, and it allows me with a single button push to swap that center monitor between the two devices. So I can either have a dual screen on the MacBook Pro or a dual screen on the Windows 7 compute resource. So that's what it's there for. A very useful tool. I did a video, I believe, on that that KVM on my channel many years ago. You can find that here on my channel, probably in the product review playlist. So check that out. A couple other ancillary things underneath there: some pens, some scissors, some business cards, some earbuds. Those are the earbuds that come with the iPhone 6. I actually use those quite a bit for when I'm on conference calls because I can be hands-free and be able to type and work while I'm on the conference call. That right next to it is a Motorola Bluetooth speakerphone. It's originally designed to be used in a car. That's why this little wire right here is the way it is, because it's meant to clamp onto your visor. But I use it here in my office because it's got a phenomenally clear audio signal. It doesn't have the best mic in it for me, but listening to people, if I just need to listen in on a call for a long period of time, it's a great speakerphone. Over here is the Mobi wireless keyboard configuration. This is a standard Bluetooth Apple keyboard. This back here is the overall Mobi setup, which they give you a little a rechargeable battery piece to stick inside of the keyboard itself. It's got a little nub that sticks out that goes into the Mobi charging dock so that you can be wireless with the keyboard, but if you need to recharge the batteries, you don't have to keep replacing AA's every single time your batteries go out. Which brings me over to this keyboard. Oh, there's the Apple Magic Mouse, which I use with the MacBook Pro. This keyboard right here is a keyboard that I showcased last year. I got it during Christmas of 2013. And I showcased it in a product review video here on my channel. This is the Logitech K400R wireless USB keyboard, not Bluetooth, wireless USB. I really enjoy this keyboard because it's all one. It's about the same size as the Apple keyboard, so I don't have to have a large footprint of a keyboard here on my desk to use on my Windows compute resource. It has the built-in touchpad with touch buttons. It does recognize Windows 8 gestures, so if you do want to use this with Windows 8, it will do that. I did a full review on this video, a full review video on this product, rather. It's early. Hey, just give me a break. Let me get me some coffee here. This is my R2-D2, May the Force be with you coffee mug. Yep, it's early. There's the front of it. Back to the video. All right, so there is my ticks clock right there. I talked about that in last year's video, where when I bought this ticks clock many years ago, and I don't think that you can buy these things brand new anymore. I think the company went out of business. But that was originally silver, like a brushed nickel silver. I stripped it completely apart. I disassembled it. I painted it flat black, and it kind of matches the decor here on my desk. I wish that I could get a black cover to cover this, but the MacBook Pro does have a black case on it. You can see down here on the bottom, I have it wrapped in a black case. The Alesis Multi-Mix 4 USB, which is my workhorse of mixers here in my studio. I've had this thing since it originally came out. It's a phenomenally good micro-sized mixer. Not fancy by any means. It's a rudimentary mixer, but it serves its purpose to allow me to have multiple devices plugged in to the mixer and have that plugged in to the MacBook Pro, which is my primary compute resource that I talked about earlier. Back underneath there, you'll see a mouse, and you're probably wondering why I have that back there. I have that just in case the K400 touchpad stops being responsive, which it never has. And one of the other things I'm impressed about this K400, I want to mention before I go on. I started using this over a year ago. It is powered by 2 AA batteries, and those AA batteries have never been changed, ever, in the inception of this device in my office. Over a year's worth of use on 2 AA batteries, and I use this thing every single day, all day long, and I've never worn out the batteries yet. A phenomenally good longevity use case for this keyboard. A really cool keyboard. Check it out. A couple of things down here on the bottom. I call it a fire stick. I typically have a candle right here. I love burning candles here in my studio. Good ambiance. I love the smell, and it gives a different feel to the studio while I'm working. I don't have a candle right now. There's my information center. Kind of old school, right? Paper. Well, sometimes you need to have paper. I'm almost a 100% paperless office, but from time to time I need to have paper to jot down a quick note on, and this is where I write it on. My information center. This over here is a remote control to something that I love. I'm going to show you here in a second. This is a remote control to a device that I showcased last year, and I'll show you what that is here in just a few seconds as well. Over here is my brand new chair in my studio. This is a Serta desk chair. Let me get this cable off here real fast so I can show you. I didn't even know Serta made chairs. They make great mattresses, but I didn't know they made professional office chairs. And when I got this as a gift during this past Christmas, I was blown away. I was like, really? Serta makes a chair? And I sat on it. This chair is so comfortable. Look at that. As I'm pressing down, and I'm not even pressing that hard. This is phenomenal. This is what's known as the Serta Smart Layers chair. I left this tag on specifically for this video so that you can see what it is and you can look for it for yourself. I don't know if there's a link on the web where I can send you to where you can get this, but if I can find one, I will definitely put one in the video description of this video. The color that I have is Harmony Brown. So that's what color this is. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but it's almost like an espresso color. So if you're trying to compare this to something else, this would be like an espresso color, which is the same color as my desk. Which is an espresso kind of chocolate color, and I really enjoy this desk. This is a Prestige desk, and that's not what I'm making up. It's actually called the Prestige something. I put a link in last year's video of the office studio tour, and again, like I said, I'll put a link in the video description below to those videos, where you can check them out for yourself. Underneath here is the chaotic mess. One is my comic book short box. Now, there's not comics stored in there. Well, there's comics in there right now, but I still have to categorize them, catalog them into my collection. But after that, they leave that box and they go into a different storage medium. So that's just my comic book materials in there, like bags and boards and let's see. I believe there is some, let me go over here and open it up. I'm not quite sure what else is in there. There's some Star Wars comics you can see there. I'll be doing a showcase on them in the weeks to come. Those are brand new comics I've just added. Oh, yeah, acid-free tape. If you're going to bag and board your comics, take the extra step and get acid-free tape. It'll be a big benefit to you, and I'll talk about those on some of my other videos. My Sennheiser HD Pro Studio Monitoring Headphones. These are the 280 series. I've got them mounted up underneath here on a piece of Velcro that I tacked up underneath with a staple gun. A really neat way to keep your headphones out of the way but easily accessible. All you have to do is, open up the, separate the Velcro strip, and your headphones are readily available. The wire nest to the Dell Windows 7 compute resource, which is sitting on a docking station. I have always got the intention of cleaning up this wire mess down here, but I just never do. It's never that big of a priority to me. It's out of the way. I don't see it unless I look underneath the desk here, and that's the way that is. That's a Wacom Bamboo Pen and Touch. I did a video on that many years ago. I use those that device for conference calls when I need to whiteboard things. So there you go right there. Some more wire management for my phone here in my office. Garbage can, not a big deal. My grab and go bag when I need to go on the road for business. I can actually grab either one of my compute resources, the Windows or the Mac, throw it in the bag, and I'm out the door. Over here, a book that I'm going to be doing a video review on in about the next couple of days from this video's date. I'll be reviewing the Overstreet Guide to Grading Comics. This is the 4th revision of the Overstreet Guide to Grading Comics. This was just released in November of 2014, and I picked it up, and again, I'll be doing a full video on that. A landline phone, because you never can rely on cell phones 100%, so I've got a landline phone just in case I need to be able to communicate out. I've got a way to do so. There is my boom stand for my microphone. You can see right here, it's sitting on a Heil riser. That's H-E-I-L, 12-inch riser, which gives me clearance to mount my mic boom behind my monitors. Because you could see if I tried to mount, I can't talk this morning. If I tried to mount that down over here on the desk where they give you a mount with this, it would never reach. I could not have this configuration without it. So the Heil riser gives me that ability to mount my microphone the way it is. That is the workhorse of mics here in my studio. That's an Audio-Technica AT2020 XLR version, which is plugged into the Alesis Multimix 4 USB. And I use this on a weekly basis. This right here is the world-famous do-it-yourself pop filter. Yep, I'm still using it, and this is one of the most popular videos on YouTube of its kind for do-it-yourself pop filters, with over 500,000 views and growing daily. So check out that here on my channel, the do-it-yourself pop filter. I think the video is described how to make your own pop filter. So check that out. It's a really awesome video, and a lot of people have gotten inspired by the video in making their own. This right here are some bookends, some really inexpensive metal bookends. I use those during videos because I can take them, put them here on my desk, and have things leaning up against them when I'm doing videos, because the camera is over there and it usually shoots in this direction, and I can have things leaning up against the bookends here to keep them up and sturdy. So just something nice to have around the studio. If you do shoot videos or you sell things online, this is a great way to keep things vertical in a very sturdy manner and keep it black in the background so that it's subdued and it's not standing out like a sore thumb. This little remote right here that I talked about goes to this guy right here. This is my Lightsaber sconce light, and if I turn it on here, you can see that it lights up. That's the Yoda green, and I can change the color of the lightsaber by pressing the button of the remote. Isn't that cool? And I can also shut down the lightsaber or turn on the lightsaber. And it just stays here in my office, lit up, and it's just kind of a fun piece of ambiance. A couple of other celebrity pictures of people that I got to meet this past year. Again, I'm going to slide over very carefully just to show myself and the celebrity to protect the wishes of my family of not being shown on camera. So I'm going to bring it over here and slowly come down to see if I can get this into frame. There's me, and there's the celebrity. Do you recognize him? I'm going to tilt the camera a little bit sideways. That's Michael Dorn, or Lieutenant Commander Worf from Star Trek The Next Generation. A really phenomenally nice guy, and it goes in hand with what I talked about earlier. Hollywood doesn't hire short people to play main roles. This guy's tall! Holy smokes, he's tall. Not as tall as Peter Mayhew, but seriously, he's tall. So a really nice guy I got to meet this past year. Another celebrity that I got to meet, and I'm going to bring up right here, going up. Yep, there I am with LeVar Burton, Mr. Geordie LaForge from Star Trek The Next Generation, and also Reading Rainbow. Me and my family got to meet him. This guy is so super nice. It's unbelievable. He really enjoyed, talking with me and my family. Just a great, wonderful man, and I appreciate having the opportunity to meet him. Once in a lifetime opportunity there. Another set of celebrities that I got a chance to meet is right there. That's Jonathan Frakes, let's see, that is number 1, William T. Riker from Star Trek The Next Generation that I got a chance to meet. And along with him in the same picture, I'm going to swing around here, is over on this side, Brent Spiner, or Mr. Data himself from Star Trek The Next Generation. All of these gentlemen that I got a chance to meet and my family got a chance to meet are super nice guys that my family will be able to go back and enjoy these pictures for years to come, including my little ones who will grow up and look at these pictures going, wow, I got a chance to meet these people at some point in time in my life. And they did such great things with sci-fi and Star Trek and Star Wars. And I'll be adding some other new pictures this year, so stay tuned for that. The shelf that was pretty much bare last year is filled up quite a bit this year. On the bottom, some ancillary folders and files. Over here is my comic book collection. This right here is a set of trading cards that my father got for me. And these are Star Trek The Next Generation trading cards. And this is the entire series. And I forget what series this is, but this is the entire complete series. And I got to add in a card that I've been storing in one of my safeguarded areas for a long time into this folder. And that's this one right here. My Gene Roddenberry memorial card from 1921 to 1991, commemorizing his life with Star Trek and his life in general. And on the back of this card are Lieutenant Commander Worf, William T. Riker, Data, which I got a chance to meet all three of those, and you've seen those pictures hanging on the wall. I'd love to meet Picard. I would. It'd be such a great honor to meet Picard, just because it would fill a void on my Star Trek wall that I don't have. I'm going to be meeting another Star Trek celebrity this year, and I'll be having that picture on the wall, but you won't see that for a while. All of my BCW store folios, which is what I store all of my comic books in. These are phenomenal. I did a video on these and what they are and how they are. But in short, they are a solid container, black, keeps light out, stores about 15 bag and boarded comics, about 20 unbagged and unboarded comics. It has a clear front and a clear back for custom spine labeling and custom artwork on the front. You can see here's a photocopy of Star Wars #1, which you've seen on the wall. This is just a paper copy of it, and the actual #1 is inside of this case right here. And all of my other comics. I'm going to be in trouble this year because Marvel is releasing another set of Star Wars comics. They just got the license back to do more comics. And they got that away from Dark Horse, which they've had. Dark Horse has had it since shortly after 1987, when Marvel lost the licensing, and now Marvel's got it back, and they've got a brand new set of comics. In fact, today is the day that the brand new Marvel Star Wars #1 comes out. I'll be picking up that later and doing a review on it. Some office supplies here. My Star Wars showcase shelf right here with some playing cards in this collector's tin. The micro builds, the minifigs, the weapons from the 2014 Advent calendar, and I showcased day by day each one of those pieces here on my channel. Go back and watch those videos. The Blu-ray edited complete series of Star Wars. I can't wait for the unedited, non-digitally enhanced versions to come out. My voiceover recording light, which is controlled by this remote right here. You can see, turn it on and off. And the Living on Air Adventures in Broadcasting from Joe Cipriano and Ann Cipriano, one of my favorite all-time voiceover talents in the industry. He autographed this book and gave it to me. I have it sealed up shut so that it doesn't get damaged, but this is a phenomenal book. Pick it up for yourself. Living on Air Adventures in Broadcasting. It goes well beyond just being a voiceover talent. It's a great, great read. A Star Wars sticker book, a iPhone 5 case right here for when I used to have an iPhone 5. Now it's just part of the Star Wars showcase. Up here on the top, some microphones that I had last year. A R2-D2 bank. This right here is a set of grill tongs, and it is shaped to look like a lightsaber, and I can hold it like this, and I can remove, if I could do this, I will remove the sheath, and there you have it. Grill tongs, to be able to take your grilling experience during the summer to a whole new level and show people that you are truly a Star Wars geek. I got this for my birthday. I love this set of grill tongs. Put the case back on it right here. Put it back over here in the back. Let's see. I'll get that on there. There you go. All right. A huge Darth Vader Pez dispenser. Some banks back here. These are acrylic banks. Anakin Skywalker, Clone Commander Cody, and Cad Bane back there. Did reviews on all three of these. The classic iPod 80 gig, an Apple 3D puzzle, an old iPhone 3, which I love this thing. It kind of just reminds me in a nostalgia way where Apple has come from and where they've gone to now. This is a great shotgun mic with a small little table mic mount with a shock mount on it. I use this thing when I'm needing to be mobile or just out and about. I can take this with me. A great shotgun mic that takes its power by way of a AA battery back here in the back, so I don't have to have phantom power from an external source. It actually can get its phantom power internally. Minecraft picture right there framed up. That was, I believe, on the wall last year. So was that, my Michael Goddard picture, the Dirty Martini. There's the Beatles picture that used to be over there, and now it's over here. So that's the Beatles picture. It's wood. It has every album cover that the Beatles ever released in their era. This shelf over here is more something that my son put together. This is a 1998, I believe, iMac, which I got next to nothing. It still works 100% in perfect condition, and I got with it the original keyboard, the original mouse, and all of the original documentation, which is back over there. You can't hardly see it. I don't want to move this thing because it'll kind of shuffle things around here on the shelf. The Scuba Monkey hat, which is my son on YouTube. You can check him out. He does a lot of gameplay. He has a lot of fun doing videos on YouTube. The Scuba Monkey, I'll put a link in the video description below to his channel. Go over there. Make sure you subscribe. The Game Over hat, which he likes wearing. A couple of other things that we've showcased, the Minecraft torch, some Minecraft Lego builds, a quadcopter, the remotes to that, the redstone block. Up over here, we've got a camera mounted to where we could do a wide-angle shot of the desk if we need to during the video shoots. A couple of zombie things here, a zombie cookie jar with the lid, a couple of other zombie things, a book, How to Be a Zombie, if you're really wanting to gross yourself out. That's a fun book that you can dress yourself up during Halloween and be a real zombie. Some other books, a Halo character right there, a thinking cap, which is a double pop can cap, and you can drink 2 sodas at one time, or pop, or whatever you want to call it. Laser pegs, which is kind of cool light Legos. All of the Minecraft helmets or hoods, the Enderman, Steve, and see, I suck at Minecraft. I can't even think of the name right now. Let's see. Forget it. I'm on to the next thing. See, that's how bad I suck at Minecraft. I can't even think of oh, Creeper. That's what it is. Creeper. See, it took me a long time to even think about that. So I suck at Minecraft, but I got the name right. So Minecraft lovers, simmer down. This right over here is a really cool Celestron Astro Master 76 telescope. I like using this during the summer months, getting a clear sky. You could see planets and all kind of things up in the night sky with this. It's a great thing for an amateur astronomer. It's a great telescope right there. Underneath there is the Eden Pure portable heater, just in case it gets a little chilly. I am in a lower level of our structure, so sometimes it does get chilly, and I can boost the heat up with that. And this right here is something new to the studio this year. I got it for Christmas. This is a Star Wars pinball machine. Huh? You don't have one. I have one, and this is cool. If I had a way to mount this camera up while I'm doing this video, I would actually show you how cool it is to play it. But suffice to say, flippers and everything, the metal ball, the ramps, the lights, the ding-dongs, the noises it makes, the sound effects from Star Wars. A phenomenal, cool thing I have here in my office. If you want to see me do some gameplay on it, I'll set up a tripod with that camera over there, and I'll show you it. Behind curtain number 1, you're never, ever going to find behind what's behind that curtain, because it's storage and it's not for you to see. It's just for storage area. So that brings us back to where we started, the door. And I appreciate you stopping by, checking out the video, all of the things that I've changed and added here to the office studio this year, and I appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell everybody about this video. Don't forget, if you want to become more than a channel subscriber, you can become a channel patron. So thank you for stopping by, and until next time, we'll see you next time, Web World.